Okay, so this is going to be the correct one. You will still see deaths, of course, but this is going to be progress into World 7 and beyond. Now, really, with Mario, only thing about it is I swear that so many people have the problem of figuring out what Nintendo game to play after this. And, when I see that, I know that there's going to be folks out there who will be stationed with this game, but there's just a difference between this game and a game from 2012, 2014. There's a major difference between the package as far as that goes. 3D games will always be good, but I don't think too many people know every enemy like in this game. And they know the princess that they're saving or whatever direction that it heads in. It just kind of lost some of the memorability, however you say that. But it's like these enemies right here, the piranha plants. I don't know who came up with the ideas for these guys, but we need to hire him again if they're not dead and get some of these in place. I mean, we really do. We could definitely use it because, so many enemies, they're just not household names like Goombas are, and Koopa Troopas, and bloopers, and those sorts of things. But really, this isn't just a reflection of the game. I mean, the fun part about it is that the stages always give you something. If you can get past the frustration, this is pretty much one of the best games for the Nintendo and Super Nintendo. But the main problem is after about stage 6-1 or so, 5-3, that's kind of where it starts to get progressively more hard, just like that jump right there. I mean, some people may fall for that, fall down the pit, but so yeah, if I were to suggest to you what to go to after this game, I would probably say something like Contra, something like Castlevania, those type things. But it is really, I feel like I'm gonna wind up doing quite a bit of two-dimensional games, and that as this channel continues to increase, I can let you guys know that that's going to happen. I mean, if I were to see myself playing Castlevania for the Nintendo 64, that might happen, but I'm still kind of unsure as to whether or not I'll do it. And, obviously, so many games I just cannot simply beat. Really, every time I beat a video game, it feels like a personal triumph just because these are so excessively hard. But here's World 6 taken care of in 3 minutes. This is what I'm talking about. I think you could probably figure out that if I can beat, all 32 levels in this game except for that last Bowser fight, I'm pretty sure I could fucking beat it if I didn't have to repeat the whole game over and over. That's the thing, if you start this game from scratch, you will probably start with 2 lives. They don't start you with 5. So that the combination of that, and then in World 8 you having to do the whole stage over, they purposefully made it frustrating. So you have to indulge in, involuntarily indulge in going through this game again. And you'll see what I mean. But so yeah, like I said, there is very much I am able to beat this, and it's the same thing with Legend of Zelda. You're going to be seeing that soon enough. and I did beat Super Metroid. I mean, I just have to really decide for myself what games I would like to add to the collection. So I hope you guys like the snow effect in this stage. I mean, it really shows off the color palette for the Super Nintendo. And, you know, the Nintendo wasn't capable of showing those purple... It looks like a bunch of ice cream in the background, doesn't it? That's the main thing, is that you just get these colors. Like, for the most part, you weren't seeing lavender and mint green and pink like that. It was, I mean, they did have the colors, but I mean, it just wasn't as vibrant. But that's always something that Mario's been known for. I mean, he usually, in his games, the grass is green, the sky is blue, and that's usually how I take it. But you kind of start to miss that. That's one thing I will say, is you do start to, because so many games these days just don't have it. But so I guess I can provide some of the things that I've been doing. Really, this month has been rather alive. I've been playing through Legend of Zelda. I've been really obsessed with watching that and that sort of thing. I've been watching a little bit of Castlevania, a little bit of Contra, and I've just been really obsessed with the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, it's pretty fascinating simply because these games hold a lot of value. And if you pay attention, they're actually pretty expensive. You know, folks will try to sell them, and they'll wind up costing you as much as they did when they were new. So, I don't know. And that's another thing, is I really don't like the Virtual Console that much. And I kind of missed that train entirely back in the Wii years. I never really bought games for it, but the thing was, is I did know about it. But I don't want to hearken and make people think that it's a bad platform. I just think that I feel like Nintendo should be releasing packaged discs. You know, like you can buy like 50 arcade games or Atari games at once. That's what Nintendo needs to do. They need to just say, here's $85. Here you get 50 Nintendo Entertainment System games, and then just release 6 of those packages, and that'd be it. That's the thing, is, you know, it's marketing techniques as to why they're not doing that. But so this will continue. I'm pretty much gonna get through about World 7, and then we'll move on to something else. If I were to say that the Mario games were ranked, you know, if we were to rank Super Mario Brothers, all 4 of them, and then the Lost Levels on top of that, I'm pretty sure that this would be like 4th. I think Super Mario Bros. 2 would be 3rd, Mario Bros. 3 would be 2nd, Mario World would be 1st, and then Lost Levels would probably be 5th because of the difficulty. But that's pretty much how I would see it. I know I've been bitching a lot about the difficulty, but I mean, it remains to be said that, you know, getting angry more than you're having fun is something you have to pay attention to, because that's, you know, that's not why video games were made. But I attempted watching the Super Mario Brothers movie earlier this year. The reason why I quit, most people will say that movie heaves, but I don't really feel that way. I just feel like to me it was just a coming of age movie that I wasn't really in the mood for. I mean, Luigi was noticeably younger than Mario in that movie, and Luigi was kind of, you know, ladies' man type dude. I mean, they tried to, you know, modernize it, but I just wasn't in the mood for coming of age. Alright, subscribe for more fun.